Hello and welcome to Box Sports, the channel that takes an in-depth look into all the sport we consume with our eyes and ears. Now, this channel's been in the works for quite some time, but it felt like today was as good a day as ever to kick things off. That with the news that Gianni Infantino has threatened a broadcast blackout to 5 major footballing regions within Europe, that being the UK, France, Germany, Spain and Italy. He has threatened not to broadcast the FIFA Women's World Cup this year at all in those countries. Now, this comes after Infantino's comments called the offers that he'd received for the broadcasting rights disappointing. He said it was a slap in the face for all women and added that it was FIFA's moral obligation to not undersell the event. But surely not broadcasting the event at all in those 5 regions would be of more damage than taking the, what he called, undervalued offers that he received. So the comparison he made was with the Men's Football World Cup, where he received offers in the region of $100 to $200 million, whereas for the FIFA Women's World Cup of this year, he's receiving offers of $1 to $10 million. So you can sort of see where he's coming from in that regard. Now, the reason this has not been such an issue before is because previously the broadcasting rights for the Women's World Cup have been all rolled into one with other competitions such as the Men's World Cup. But as of this year's Women's World Cup, there is now a separate bidding process, and hence this argument of how much the women's broadcasting rights is actually worth. So Infantino also said that the TV revenue gained from the competition would be reinvested into women's football. He also said it was public broadcasters' duty, such as the BBC, to invest in women's sport. Now, another interesting development of this was a couple of years ago when the Women's World Cup and the Women's European Championships were added to Group A of the protected broadcast list in the UK, meaning they have to be shown on free-to-air TV. Now, this blocks an organisation like Sky Sports to come in with potentially a bit more money in order for them to gain the exclusive rights over broadcasting the tournament on their subscription service. So that's where this debate comes in. Of course, as Gianni Infantino has made clear, there is more investment needed in women's sport, and particularly the broadcast deals and the broadcast rights that go on. But is it fair to say that it should be on a level playing field with the Men's World Cup just at the moment? Or should Infantino take these deals that the broadcasters are offering at the moment in order to get as many eyes and as many viewers as possible for the women's game? And of course, free-to-air means that there'll be more viewers watching, there'll be more exposure, there'll be a greater scope to grow the women's game. And so financially down the line, does it make more sense for FIFA to take what they're calling these undervalued deals in order to get the broadcast of the World Cup on free-to-air coverage? Surely that is better and a better deal for the women's game than not being broadcast whatsoever. So what do you think at home? Is this a bluff by Gianni Infantino, or would he really go through with not broadcasting the FIFA Women's World Cup this summer if the broadcasters don't increase the value of their deals? I'd love to know what you think on this. Please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe as well, and I'll see you next time.